Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I am back with another video. Hope everyone has had a great day. I had some time to kind of digest the 60 minutes Brad Garlinghouse Ripple interview. I wanted to kind of just digest what I listened to. I probably rewatched the interview maybe about 3 or 4 times or so, and I actually took a few notes from it. And so this is just my review of the interview that 60 Minutes did on crypto, as well as on Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse, to kind of have that discussion and listen to some, journalism in regards to the crypto space. And so I wanted to make this video. I don't know how long it's going to be because I'm kind of freestyling a little bit, but I do have a few notes in regards to my thoughts on that. But before we get into that, let's just take a look at the overall crypto market. We're currently down almost close to 6.5% right now, sitting at a $3.46 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is under 100,000, currently at $97,000 right now. Ethereum is, it fell under $4,000, sitting at $3,700 currently right now. And XRP is taking a little bit of a step back right now. It's at $2.22, down 17% over the past 7 days, but it is up on the 1 hour, which is great to see. So, I think a lot of it, I'm not blaming the interview on this. Obviously, I think there's just a lot of things going on in the world. We have, the attack in Syria and stuff like that. So, again, anytime when there's war or any type of, anything negative in the markets, whether it be war or economy or anything like that, obviously we're going to have days that we're in the red like this. But, overall, I am optimistic on the future of crypto and even the current crypto market, even though it is currently down right now. But we'll dive into that in a second. Quick shameless plug. Feel free to follow me on my Twitter. You can follow me at Casual Crypto Investor. It's a great way for you to stay in contact with me if you want to stay in tune and locked in with what's going on with the Casual Crypto Investor community, as well as what's going on in the overall crypto space. Feel free to follow me on there. All right, so let's get into it. So at the time of this video, it's been almost close to 24 hours since the 60 Minutes interview dropped. I was actually looking to see how many views the 60-minute interview got. And currently right now we're at 121,000 views in less than a 24-hour period, which isn't too bad. Obviously, I would love to see more. But, regardless, I'm, content with where we're at. Obviously a lot of people watched it. Obviously people in the crypto space were watching the content and watching the 60 Minutes interview, or if they missed it last night, they, probably came to YouTube and most likely watched it on there. All right. So I actually have my notepad, from the interview. Took some notes. And overall, what did I think of the interview? The overall interview, in my opinion, I did find it to be a little bit negative. Nothing against Brad Garlinghouse. I thought he did an excellent job of stating the reasons why we need rules and regulations in the crypto space. I think Brad actually did an excellent job, in my opinion, with the interview. And I understand with journalism, you have to be, neutral, right? You have to, give people's positive opinion on something and also what are the negative opinions, right? And even though, quote unquote, overall, I thought the interview was kind of painted as being somewhat negative. The thing is with it, which I did find, it's almost kind of like a negative positive, if that makes sense. I know it sounds crazy, right? Because the gentleman by the name of he's a chief internet enforcement officer. His name is John Reed Stark, right? And I'll fast forward to so you can see who I'm talking about here. This gentleman right here was basically bashing crypto. There's no he and these are his words, right? Not something that you want in your society. It's pure speculation and it has no utility. In addition to that, he also mentioned that it has no, and from a regulatory standpoint, there's no audit trails. He said there's no public disclosures, no balance sheets, no net capital, no licenses, no transparency. Isn't that what Brad at Garlinghouse and many people in the crypto space are trying to fight for? Aren't they trying to fight for rules, regulations, licenses, procedures, policies? That's what we're trying to fight for. And I almost it almost gave me the impression, and it reminded me that a lot of people don't know or don't understand crypto. They don't know. And so, even though I think overall, I think the interview was painted as negative, but when reading in between the lines, I honestly feel like, guys, this is somewhat of a positive. As I've said before in some of my other videos, we are early to the game. We are the guys that arrived earlier, guys and girls, right? Because there's both people in the crypto space that invest, but we're early, and it reminded me how fortunate we are. Because do you want to buy? There's obviously you've probably seen that meme before. You've seen the photo of the line where XRP is $1,000 and people are rushing to get it versus the people that buy XRP at $1 or 50 cents. There's nobody in line. We're the people that have already bought the XRP at 50 cents, or even if you're just now getting into XRP, you might have bought it for $1, or even if you're buying it now at $2. I feel like it's still going to be cheap for what is coming down the pipeline and what's happening in our society. Things are going digital. The way that we're doing things is nowhere near what we were doing in the past. We're transitioning to a whole new financial system, in my opinion. So even though that the interview or the 60 minutes didn't necessarily go the way that I would have particularly liked it to go, in some ways I have to look at it as more of a positive, because now we actually have politicians and people that are getting in place that can put the rules of the road ahead of us. And so that we know, it's like if I threw you a keys to the car, a brand new Ferrari, and I said, okay, yeah, you can drive it any time. And I give you no rules or regulations on how fast you can go, when you can, get off certain lanes, if I give you no rules on right of ways at stop signs and all these kind of things, or I don't even give you a stop sign, you just blow through blow through an intersection, right? Once we have that, I honestly feel like crypto is going to explode. I mean, look at our banking institution, look at the stock market. When it first started, there was nowhere near as many rules and regulations as it had when it first started as we do now. A lot of that was due because people got burned, people lost money. There was no safety nets. It's almost exactly like the very first car, right? The very first car didn't have airbags, it didn't have an anti-lock braking system, it didn't have headlights, or high beam headlights, and all these things, navigations, and all these things to help, warning signs when you're running low on gas, and all these different things that we kind of look to being as normal today. So, I think that this guy's basis is really off, because all the things that he's complaining about is what Brad Garlinghouse is trying to do, as well as other people and other leaders in the crypto space. So, for I guess the thing for me is that really trying to, and I was actually talking to a family member of mine about the interview, and I'm sharing a lot of the thoughts that I shared with this person. And, I really didn't want to look at any other YouTubers, review until I kind of sat and digest and looked at the interview a couple of times to kind of, digest everything. And I didn't want anyone's viewpoints to, interfere with my thought process on the interview. And so I just wanted to make the interview just to share my natural, true feelings about where we're going, and the overall outcome of this interview. I honestly look at it as a big plus, guys. I honestly, in some ways, it's kind of frustrating. Yeah, you would like for everyone just to get it, but honestly, it gives us more time, because at some point that light bulb is going to pop off into people's head, and they'll be like, oh shoot, I need to get in this now. and we have already been here. So I'm just I'm truly reminded of how fortunate we are. Let me know in the comments of what your opinion is about this. Or, what did you get from the interview? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did it bum you out? Obviously, the crypto market is not, going the way we all would like it after the interview. I think we all had high hopes on that. But honestly, even though I was kind of like, after the interview, I was kind of like a little confused a little bit and just kind of like trying to process everything. But having, almost close to 24 hours to kind of sit and just kind of digest the interview, I'm actually excited. I love it. I love it being early to the party. I love being ahead of everyone else. While everyone else is sleeping, we're grinding. We're building our financial futures, with crypto. So, let me know in the comments what you think. This is just kind of a freestyle video. I hope you appreciate it. If you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.